All right, this is probably a fresh stream. I think I was off long enough that the old stream officially ended. Yeah, the OBS is giving me some crap. My last stream ended because it hard froze my computer, and now it did it again. Like, what was that? 3 minutes into my stream, hard froze, crashed my computer. The whole computer just froze. Let me see. What mic am I using? You got to wave 3. Hold on. So what I'm doing to try to counteract this is I started creating what I've done over the past couple years is I have what OBS calls scene collections, where that's where I've got all my 45 seconds of gameplays and all my pipe cocks and my lullabies and all that stuff. I've been snowballing stuff onto those scenes for years. And I think that might be like maybe I just put too much crap on there. And it doesn't like that scene collection anymore. And because it was becoming unstable, I started creating a new one, but it's really bare bones. Like, really, all I have is the welcome screen. Let me see. And it looks like the microphone settings are a little garbage. Hold on. Let me get a filter on here. This is how the sausage is made. What do I need? I need noise suppression. Yeah. Well, that's good. All right, that might have solved. Okay, how does it sound? I have no idea. I haven't tested this before, but usually I've got filters on my mics. I'm assuming I'm going through the correct microphone and that it's not terrible to hear. I've literally never streamed on this scene collection before. There's all sorts of settings that I haven't tested, but I just don't want to use my other one because I don't want to crash my damn computer again. I'm hoping this will solve that problem. You left a comment on my 3-minute stream? Let me see. I have full screen. All right, so that was screwy. I was on another screen. I was trying to set up. You know how I show you my windows sometimes, my monitor, my other monitor. Um, I went there and I realized that I don't even have a microphone on the other scenes. Phone here, got a microphone here. Ah, there we go. Now there's a microphone here. Things are going. Things are going a little sideways in G-Law land. That's what's happening right now. Right now, I'm just trying to do a monitor capture, window capture. Nice. Display capture. Here we go. There we go. I'm building everything from scratch because my OBS scene collection that I've been building up for this stream for the last 4 or 5 years. I think it's finally got a little bit too unwieldy. I've dumped too many things onto it. It's the only thing I can think of why it caused now twice. The very end of my last stream, it died. It killed my computer. Like, it froze my computer. Hard crashed. And then 3 minutes into this stream, it did the exact same thing. Hard froze my computer. And my computer's not otherwise doing that kind of behavior. I use it all the time. Let's see, what did, there is Mega Eevee. Rip the stream. Yes, I found this. Moo ha 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 lol. All right. So now we're up to speed on that. Why is there music playing in this one? Oh, that's from the, You're enjoying it, Brad? That's good. You can take it to the bank. So, well, here. So this is getting super meta, but this reflects like normally I have blank is where I start. So that's nothing. Then I go to trailer. And there's no mic on the trailer. And then there's the welcome screen. But look here, I have the game screen over. I've got the game thing up here, and there's like nothing on there. There's no 45 seconds of gameplay. No, nothing. It's just like, I don't even think I've got the game capture. Hold on, I better turn that on. Let's see, window capture, game capture. We'll just, got the theater. And the blank screen, this is where normally I got my lullaby as an option. Nothing here. Real bare bones. Well, I've had 2 streams so far today. One was only 3 minutes. So, yeah, no, Matu said, you say this desktop will haunt your nightmares. Here, you know what? This is even better. If I place OBS right here, then we have an effect of my messy desktop combined with an image of a messy desktop combined with an image of a messy desktop. It's an infinite regress of my messy laptop. Holy crap, yeah, I do. Some of these things I need to get rid of. It was a few years ago. I decided to try EverQuest again. That was my first MMO. And I think I played around with it a little bit. And then I got to an area where the graphics were so choppy, and I was like, that shouldn't be happening on a modern machine. I just said, like, screw it. And then I was like, well, let me try EverQuest 2. I played that a little bit back in the day, and I liked it. And then I launched it, and I played a little bit, and I was like, nah, this is feeling a lot more boring than I remember. So, but I still have them on there. Do you want me to stream EverQuest 2, Brad? I have a lot of things on here. Like Star Trek Online. Now, I played that a couple weeks ago, but I've had it installed constantly for many years. I just rarely ever play it. Oh, nice. You got a steering wheel for your Switch. Cool. I've briefly considered steering wheels. Sometimes when I look at like American Truck Simulator and I'm like, oh, that'd be cool with a steering wheel. But then I think, all right, I looked at steering wheels. They're like $300, right? Like if you're going to get a good one, the pedals and all that stuff. Which, if I really thought I was going to use it, I could afford it. Like $300. And I was like, well, what's going to happen is I'm going to get it. I'm going to dink around with it for like maybe a Saturday. And then I'll probably just not use it for another year. Uh-oh, we got a photo. Here, hold on. It's call this? Valorant. No, imagination, pure imagination. Now, where do I keep pure imagination? D. No, hold on. Where do I keep pure imagination at? Was it my, I think I did a special anniversary stream. God, I don't know where anything is. All right. I'm just feeling like this screen needs, I need a little more, need something going on. Let's see, is there any music here that I like? This just, nothing's working out for me today. What's a waltz? Yeah, screw this. All right. Nope, stop this. Don't do anything. We're gonna go here. And there it is. Ooh, look at that. What's that? Pork chops? Mashed potatoes and corn? You want to see my banking info? I'm a little shy about that. I need to program the buttons and the pedals. I gotcha. No, this is Evie's pork tenderloin. This is Evie's dinner. Brad, you want me to tell you again what my Huel shake tastes like in the morning? Because I will if you need to refresh your memory. I know everyone's like, wait, I can't remember. What's G-Law's Huel shake taste like in the morning? Human fuel. All right, let's get back here. See, when we're on this page, it's the only completed area of this scene setup. Everything else is just like it's like I've laid out the blueprint but haven't built the rooms yet. Oh, wait, I just looked up there. I saw that Maggie V said the one you use is $50. All right. Well, I think what I did was when I thought briefly of like, oh, it'd be cool to get a wheel. I wonder what's good. And I think I just went straight to a video about like which wheel should I get or whatever. What's the best wheel to get? And they immediately went to like $200 to $300 wheels. So maybe there's a cheaper wheel that I could consider that would help me. Like I could get a $50 wheel to figure out if I'm going to use the thing. But then I'm like, if it's not the big fancy nice wheel, am I going to? Will getting the nice wheel make me want to use it more? I don't know. What I'm thinking of, so just every year for my birthday in November, I'll come up with some, like my big thing. Like a couple years ago, I built this computer. Last year, actually, I don't even remember if I had a big thing last year. I might not have had a big thing last year, but that's when like I'll I'll go and buy the big graphics card, do some update on my computer, some blah, blah, blah. And, all that shit is expensive now. Your flight setup is $700. Holy crap. And see, I like the idea of that stuff, but I never play any of those kinds of games long enough. Like I lose interest. I think I won't have the interest to play it enough to justify the cost. But I hella would enjoy like having a wheel and having the pedals and all this stuff. It'd be cool. So we're both November birthdays, Maggie EV7. Yeah, mine's November 19th. The thing that sucks is it's always like the week before Black Friday. So if I want to have treats, if I want to buy myself something nice for my birthday, I have to do it before Black Friday. And then I'll get myself something, and then a week later I'll be like, "Oh, I could have saved $100." And hello, Keith. Welcome. How you doing? I guess yeah, that's about right, huh, Maxie? I could be a Valentine's Day baby. Play Dark Souls with a wheel? Oh, your dad's leg's almost healed? You had an infection? Yeah, I remember that. You went up and visited today? Oh, that's great. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what happened, but I remember I remember that you told me that it was an infection. And if I recall, it was like it sounded like there was something that wasn't that big a deal, except then the infection happened, and then it was a big deal. And good evening, Nick. So oops, hold on. Huh. All right. So well, Maxie, you're like, no power washer? And then I was in the middle of saying something and stuff crashed, but here, I don't have any 45 seconds of gameplay up. Maybe I can add that to this now. Let's see. Media source. 45 seconds. I can remember where it is. Is the game thing even? I can't see the monitor right now. It's doing something screwball, isn't it? Soon a blast chain. I'm having a terrible OBS night. I'm just gonna admit to this right now. For those who didn't come during the great OBS computer crash, my last stream ended with one. This stream began with one. So I've started a whole new scene collection. It doesn't have all the technical baggage. We must rebuild. But now the question is, I don't even know where I have all that. Where do I keep 45 seconds of gameplay at? Oh, here it is.
"45 seconds of gameplay."
Got to apply the green screen filter. Okay, yeah, sorry, that was a full blast, wasn't it? Let's see, how about this? He got a cut when he slept on the hard part of his truck. It was covered in cow manure. Ooh! He thinks he had an E. coli infection due to the cow manure and got stitches too. Okay, yeah. That's what I recall. It was something that seemed like kind of a like it was a, you have those moments and they seem so small when they happen, like, but something makes them complicated. All right, so now I got to figure out why this thing's not capturing specific window, full screen application, sheet. We'll give it a chance to see if it captures this. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to do a screen capture instead. There we go. So now I'm still playing Bravely Default. I've been playing it every day. It's my main game. But, you know, Game Pass really has an exploit. Game Pass gives you a $1 introductory month. And then, I don't know if they're going to fix this, but if you cancel and then sign up again later, you get that $1 a month again. So, once I realized I could just screw around with this. It is Power Wash Simulator, Evie. Is this super loud? Okay, no, I think we're good. So Power Wash. Now I actually looked just to see if it was the same developers because it feels a little bit like House Flippers, but no, it is in fact a different company. It's actually the publisher is Square Enix. It's not the people that, like, the same people that made this didn't make Final Fantasy or anything like that. But oh wow, okay, that's loud. Is that super loud? Oh, the game is. Are you serious? Weird. How about now? You hear that? OBS is being a biatch. OBS is telling me that you're hearing all this shit. But I think OBS is being a liar. Hmm. All right, how about now? Oh no, OBS tells me that you're actively receiving my this is desktop audio. It's my desktop audio meters. Okay, now you can. Weird. Okay. Good. Now the next question is it super loud? All right, so it's acceptable. So yeah, perfect. All right, thanks, Maxie. Let me see. Can I remember? Oh, no, this is a good one. Yep, that's all you should hear are the birds and the washer. There's no music. Just me and the dirty, dirty playground. Mm-hmm. Now, I think I've determined that this is not a game that I could be just like, I'm just going to play this for hours and hours. I get bored of it after a little while. But it is satisfying. Maxie, you did, I think we established this last week. You've played this, right, Maxie? You got to get up on those monkey bars? I haven't seen the trailer for the new D&D movie. Now, Maxie, did you say you like Lawnmower Simulator better than this one? Oh, you found lawn mowing more relaxing. Okay. Yeah, look at that. That grime's just coming right off. Well, hold on, I need to turn this down in my own ear. My night's going fine. Had a late start. Actually, I didn't even finish talking about how my week's been. It's been a really busy week because we're going to have guests this weekend. And we're combining that with the need to do some spring cleaning. So, like, one thing going on is in the corner of this room, I have a hamper. And basically, like, whenever I do laundry, I just pick out the clothes that I'm wearing. So essentially there's like, all the other seasons end up staying in the hamper, and then I just pick the stuff out that I want to wash. And so there's been like a steady collection of clothes in the hamper that just ended up like, and then I realized some of it, I don't think I'm going to wear this stuff again. But it just still ends up being in the hamper. I'm just like, nah, I'm not going to clean that right now. Hey, Stone. What's up? Power wash, yeah. So I ended up with a mountain of like stale laundry that I've decided this week it's time to I need to clean all of it, go through it, decide what to get rid of, decide what to donate. And so that's what I've been doing this week. It's been very exciting. But it's essentially amounted to like non-stop laundry. Like while I'm working, I'm doing laundry, and then after work, I'm still doing laundry. Laundry in the washer, put it in the dryer, put the next thing in the washer, empty the dryer, put the dryer in the washer in the dryer, and the new stuff in the washer, fold the laundry, put it away. It's a never-ending cycle. Look at me, I'm complaining about all the chores I'm doing, and then to relax, I play this. They should have a laundry simulator. They probably do. Someone's probably made it. It's like, all right, let's pick out all the lights. Let's pick out all the colors, the darks. You better check the label to see if that material is safe for machine washing. So, yeah, we're going to go to the zoo this weekend. So we got my my brother-in-law and his kids coming this weekend. And his kids they've never been to Portland before. It's a bit of a road trip for them, and their kids are like hyper and they get car sick, and so for various reasons, like the kids have never been more than like 45 minutes from their hometown. So they're coming to Portland for the first time, going to the zoo with them. Pretty exciting. That's right, EV23. Oh, I just saw Meg EV asked if I'd like to use a wheel. Well, not for like Dark Souls or anything, man, but yeah. Like in particular, well, let's just say, there's like American Truck Simulator is on paper one of my all-time favorite games, even though I only play it like 2 hours per year. But I have a feeling if I had a wheel, I would enjoy it slightly more, but I don't know if I would play enough more of it to justify getting a nice wheel. That's what I was looking into. What I think I might make a move on for my birthday, my annual birthday technology treat this year is I'm considering a VR helmet. What's it, the Oculus 2 or whatever the new... They just named it something else now. That's looking like... I keep thinking... For years I thought I'm going to wait for VR to get affordable and a little easier to use. And then Oculus 2 came out. I know I'm not saying the name right. But it's $299, and you don't have to set up sensors all over your room. Yeah, some games you can play on board. You can also buy an adapter and hook it up to your PC and play just regular VR games. Pretty cool. I'm thinking about, I'm zeroing in on that as might be my birthday present for this year. You play American Truck Simulator 2 hours per day and always stream it. Would that please you, Brad? Is it that you particularly like American Truck Simulator, or is it just that you would like some game that I would stream for hours a day? Let's get... There we go. Every little nook and cranny must be clean. There we go. Got that. Yeah, it's like $15 for each new state. I think they're going to be doing like all the states, so yeah. A pretty brilliant marketing. Pretty good business model for them. How do I get up there? Can I climb up this thing? Sweet, of course I can. Track IR? Oh, look at all the... When it dings, that's like the thing that means you've completely cleaned that part of it. Look at all this dirt coming up. You if they charge $20 for Rhode Island? Yeah, I don't... Whatever kids use this thing last are gross. I don't know what was going on here. Everything that I clean is covered with this black stuff. I have a feeling that roof up there is dirty. I'm not even sure how I'm going to get to that. Maybe from another elevated location. I don't know. I missed it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get up to the top of those. Yeah, it does remind me of Viscera Cleanup Detail a little bit. Except Viscera Cleanup Detail is one of the main themes is super clumsy physics to make it like make you likely to just dump blood and guts all over everything you just cleaned all the time. Which there's certain humor to that, which I appreciate. But this is just all about the clean. I'm not accidentally gonna kick over a bucket full of, you know, decomposed body fluid all over my clean jungle gym. Yeah, it is missing accidental dumping of buckets of gore. Although, you know, the fact of the matter is, if I do feel like having a game where I can accidentally ruin everything I just cleaned by accidentally bumping into a precariously physics-balanced bucket, I've got that game. Why is the ground getting wet? It gets a little bit wet, but then it just sort of dries up after a few seconds. Special water. Little dismembered hand in the playhouse. Alright, so let's get this little section done. Oh, look at all those things getting finished. Yeah, it's coming along nicely. I'm gonna sue the makers of the new D&D for stealing my campaign. Is it the Lost Mine of Phandelver? I didn't see what it was. If it is the campaign setting, I'm not gonna. I won't sue them for that. However, if they specifically set it up so that the story is based on a series of misunderstandings, that's my shit. That wasn't in the adventure. That wasn't in the published adventure. That was mine. So if I see them doing that shit, I'm coming for them. Gleaming. Say so much misunderstandings. You killed his character briefly in your Monday night game. How do you kill him briefly? How does that work? Well, maybe they're magical pans, Stone. Do you ever think of that? Maybe they make the best pizza. The best pan pizza. Yeah, I would sort of limit my curiosity about the wheel to driving games. If I could get it to work with Elden Ring, I wouldn't. I wouldn't have any interest in trying that because that sounds terrible. Like, how can I buy a peripheral and use it a way that will only bring me anguish and displeasure? I know. Let's play Elden Ring with a driving wheel. Yep, confirmed. Having a terrible time. 1 out of 0. I could play European Truck Simulator, which I also have. Euro Truck Simulator as well. Although now that ever since I bought American Truck Simulator, I've never played Euro Truck Simulator again. Whoa, okay. You might enjoy watching me play Elden Ring with a wheel, but I wouldn't enjoy playing it. And that's the #1 rule of the Gaming Lawyer channel. If I'm not having fun, what's the point? I mean, I guess if I were, I could be having fun because you were having fun, but in which case I would still be having fun, right? But if I was just flat out miserable, and that's what playing Elden Ring with a wheel sounds like to me. Just pure misery. Horse driving? Well, yeah, that's one of the main, goes without saying, Brad. That's a foundational rule, is what we would call that. Taking it to the bank, for sure. Oh, here, I want to see this stuff. There's so many little nooks and crannies to overlook. Like, what am I missing here? The inside of this? Alright. There's all these little bits. There's some just little spot. Okay, we got that. Good. Play it with a mouse and keyboard, but just lie and say you're using a wheel. I'd be like, oh, Mega Eevee, look what I'm doing. But I wouldn't really be doing it. Mega Eevee be like, whoa, sweet. My dreams are coming true. And I'd be like, there it is. What part of this guy did I not get? There's some remaining little bit of this. It's still dirty. Can I hear it? There it is. Aha. Can I get the roof from up here? No, that's pretty, Here, can I use the ladder? Aha! Can we get a little bigger here? We got two aim modes. One is like first-person shooter, and the other one kind of locks it in and lets you do this. You just wave the hose around. I forget. It can be a lot easier to use this one. Ever heard of Temtem? No, I don't think I have. Misery loves company. Oh, finally I can get the top of this. Oh, I have to change the setting on that, though. There we go. You're waving my hose around on a playground. I gotta be careful. Oh yeah, I forgot I got the extensions. Let me see. Which button? How do I get rid of the damn thing? None. Yeah, thanks for the reminder. Okay. Uh-oh. Now I'm gonna want that extension back on again, aren't I? Short extension. There it is. I think I will jump it out of the roof, Brad, but I just want to clean off all the stuff I can get from up here first. Oh. Yeah, pretty, no plus extra nozzle? I don't know, maybe I just haven't gotten it yet. Now I know I could switch to the no nozzle thing, but this is still just kind of working for me. Let me see. So close to getting this roof done. Well, it is amateur hour. I just feel like I do a lot of stuff from a slight distance. There we go. I tried using the soaps on one mission, and the thing is, I used a whole bunch of it, and I didn't realize, like, once you use them, it takes a while for the store to replenish them. I was like, oh, so it's like not a, There's some... What have I missed on that climbing pole? There we go. All right. Let's see. Oh, Neg Evie, good night. Oh yeah, the other exciting thing, this is actually kind of big news for in G-Law land, is we got a new car last weekend. We got a Hyundai Tucson. Because we just can't fit a lot of camping gear in our Honda Fit. God bless it. We fit a ton of stuff in there. But immediately started thinking, maybe this is the wrong car to get if, like, doing a bunch of car camping was our objective. Well, I've never been to the city of Tucson. But the 2012 Hyundai Tucson is, yeah, it feels pretty special. We just, let's see, it's a real piece of shit, the city. Yeah, we went to, we were already thinking of buying a car, and it was time to renew our tags this, like, by the end of this month. And so we sort of been thinking, like, hey, well, maybe that's sort of prompting us, like, this should be the time we should be looking into getting a car anyways, rather than renew the license or the registration, just getting trader in. And so we were doing some research, and we were thinking, like, compact SUV, like Honda CR-V. There were some of the mid-size SUVs, like the Kia Sorento, and we weren't even looking at the Tucson until I started hearing about the new, that they revamped it for 2022, and it was like, oh, pretty good. I think Escalade's a little out of our budget. I think that's what was the most surprising about the Tucson is it just felt like it's a really nice vehicle, and for the price range, it was like, holy shit, this is we went to CarMax last Saturday, not necessarily to buy, but like we looked at all these different vehicles, but we never actually sat in one. So you can go to CarMax, and they got 200 cars, and they're all just open. You just can wander around and go sit in them. Because one of the main things we want, it doesn't matter how much you read about, oh, it drives smooth and everything else, but we have a problem where you get into a car, it just doesn't feel good. You sit in the seats, and one of my big gripes about the Honda Fit was it was relatively comfortable, but it's small, and there's not a lot of leg space. There's enough to just be in a normal seated position, but once in a while I like to extend my legs a little bit. Like, especially because we do some long drives and stuff. And Amanda's always making fun of me, talking about, oh, why do you gotta extend your legs? And I'm like, yeah, just want to be able to stretch them out. Not necessarily the whole time, but sometimes. It's black, yeah, and that's another thing too. Is the 2022 is a larger. So I'd almost say it's like almost mid-sized SUV. And now we didn't have our heart set on black. We went in to look at kind of a silver one. But it had the one we were going. Well, we decided when we went to CarMax, we ended up really liking the Tucson. And so after more research, that's when we decided, like, yeah, I think we want to pull a trigger on a Tucson. It wasn't even on our radar, but we'd sat in a bunch of vehicles, and when we sat in the 2022 Tucson, it was like, holy crap, if we can find a decent deal on this, that's gonna, I think could be our car. Yeah, we're open to a lot of different colors. I think something about, like, when they pulled it up and it has that black SUV, it looks like, when they have a motorcade or something. So, I was like, instead of test driving, we should form a motorcade and drive around the town. So, and it was kind of cool too, because now, have you ever heard of TrueCar? It's where you can lock prices in on, like, a no haggle website where you lock a price in, and they actually have a contract with the dealer that when the price that you get through the website, they have to honor it. So we found a price that was like $2,000 less than what they were offering on their on the dealer website, and so we locked it in, and we went there, and they're like, yeah, that's that one is the catalytic converter. Was like someone broke into our lot last night, or this within the last couple of nights, and stole the catalytic converter. And they're like, but we have other ones. And so at first I'm like, oh, this is sort of that foot in the door shit where they're like, yeah, here's your affordable one. They did immediately try to talk us into a higher trim for another $5,000. It's like, nope, not falling for that. But then they had a vehicle that was the same. It was, I think they got it at the same time, but they said that for because they have to maintain a quota of a certain number of certified pre-owned vehicles, they bought the vehicle as a fleet vehicle, so it could be considered certified new owned. So we basically got a 2022 with about 3,000 miles on it that's only ever been driven by their manager at the lot. And they just used it as like a work vehicle for a few months. So that was almost ideal though, because honestly, like from what I've read, it can be better to get a car with just a few thousand, like, if it's 80,000, that's another story. But if you can get a car that has just a few thousand miles on it, like that gives the opportunity to, like, if anything is really wrong with it, they'll find out within the first few thousand miles. So if you get a car with 3,000 miles, in some ways, that's a little bit of assurance that there's nothing stupid like coming out of the factory. There's nothing defective about it. Now, Maxie, there were probably a lot of farts in that Tucson. I'm not gonna lie. But if there were, we got a lemon. Well, that remains to be seen. I suppose it could be, but it doesn't feel like a lemon. It feels like a winner. Now we're trying to figure out what to name it. Well, my wife has been in the habit of naming her cars. And then I kind of got into it when we bought the last one together. We're having trouble coming up with a name for this one. My wife was like, I think this one might be a lady. And I was like, well, it's got to be a lady, like a high-class but powerful lady. We haven't come up with it yet. We have a bunch of names we've thought of. The one that got used the most was actually just a joke. I was like, we could name it Hillary Clinton. And then I over-enunciate the Clinton. And I'm like, yeah, that's going to piss people off if we're walking around town. It's like an incendiary name to throw around. We got to go park Hillary Clinton. So, but I think both of us know we're not actually going to name the car Hillary Clinton. And I'm not inviting any political discussion right now, by the way. But we just thought it was funny, the idea of naming our car Hillary Clinton. Like the car would lose races? Yeah. No, Brad, no, that's not where we're going with that. I somehow need to get a personalized license plate that says "but her emails." I need to figure out how to fit that onto a license plate. But no, I'm pretty sure overtly naming a car that and then parking in any public parking lot is going to end up like getting the windows busted in. So, no thanks. Did I imply it, Brad? Monica? Oh, you mean after Monica from Friends? Oh yeah, she's powerful. But anyway, so yeah, we're pretty excited about the new car. We traded in Fitz. Fitz was the imaginative name we came up with for our Honda Fit. It just worked for us. Fits to fit. It clicked. The other Monica. My non-political leaning it doesn't know who you might be talking about. I might be willfully ignorant on this point at this moment. Tux Daughter. Who? Bill? There's a Madros. What's the Lewinsky? Is that movie with Jeff Bridges, The Big Lewinsky? Oh yeah, it's pretty good. Did he have a wife named Monica in there? The Big Lewinsky with Jeff Bridges. Good stuff. It's a Polish beer. Oh, didn't know that. Yep, I think I still need to get up on that roof now. Maxie, you're terrible. Well, because cigars are classy, right? Isn't that like the Monopoly guy? Because that's how I feel when I'm riding the car. I'm driving the car. I feel like the Monopoly guy, you know? Like I'm living the high life in my Hyundai. Oh, there we go. All right, turn that off. What did I miss on this? Oh, okay. I think there's still some dirt in here. Yeah, there we go. Man, all these things got just a little bit of dirt left on them. Well, of course you shouldn't drive while high. For some reason, this reminded me of, and I don't remember what, I had a dream, might even been last night, that I was in some sort of trouble with narcotics, like possession, or that I was high or something. And I was like, but I don't even like drugs. Now I'm curious. See what was. Here's this. I don't know where the dirty spot is. There's some little itty bitty little speck of dirty spot somewhere on these guys. That's good. This one's got it somewhere. That one's clean. Okay, that's an overly broad statement. You got me there, Nick. I do, in fact, enjoy a good ibuprofen from time to time and acetaminophen. I've even been known to enjoy, you know, a Vicodin after some dental work. You know. Oh, there we go. This one's clean already. This still, there's somewhere this thing has got some. There we go. Yes. Nope, this one's got. Somewhere. Somewhere this has still got some filth on it. There it is. There we go. Insulin, that's true. So yeah, I should qualify. You know. It's not that you either love all drugs or hate all drugs. But let's just say when it comes to recreational drugs, it's just not a big, even alcohol, I don't really drink that much. The only, I guess if you consider nicotine a recreational drug, I was hooked on that shit for a long time. All right, let's get rid of that. Oh no, I need the I need this one. Yeah, now I can't even remember what the dream was. I think it was this morning, and I remember waking up. I almost was like, I need to remember this because this is kind of interesting. I was like, I should write it down. I was like, nah, I'll remember it. Now all I remember is that I thought I wanted to remember it. Although I was half asleep, it's probably a stupid-ass dream anyways. Usually this stuff I think is cool or interesting when I'm just coming out of sleep. It's really just not. Oh no. No, I definitely don't have the same efficiency as I did in house flipping. It's the old 99% and done. Call it a day. What I'm looking forward to is when you finish the job, it shows a time lapse of you doing the whole thing. And I find that kind of gratifying. Although I wish it just gives it to you from a specific perspective. Like it doesn't let you pan and rotate and do all that stuff. Ooh, 99%. Now I gotta figure out what's not done. Alright, and that's where we come here. Large bridge slats. That this one. What did I miss? All right. Side guards. Where's that? Where's side guards? Where's glowing? Are these things side guards? Well, it says there's only 2 of them, and I got 1 of them. Not on this thing? Ooh. No. Where are these side guards they speak of? So there's still quite a few things that I didn't get, but... Side guards. Ah! These guys. Oh no, Brad. I thought, finally, a game that I can play and impress Brad at. Does it go below? Nope, it's all right here. Oh, there it is. Oh, damn, that was super obvious, too. All right, small bridge floor. There it is. Oh, that took care of that. All right, tower floor undersides. All right, there we go. Yep, I spoke too soon. Did you think I was pretty good? I'm still playing that, Brad. I don't know if you were here when I recounted that. But that's basically the main game I've still been playing. I've been playing it a little bit every day. You didn't believe me. I just got the Earth Crystal, Brad. I have 3 out of the 4 crystals. I just clocked over, I think right when last night when I stopped playing, I just clocked past 40 hours. All right, tower floor underside. So there's more. Stream a Taco Bell trip in the new SUV. I don't know. I don't know if me streaming and driving would be a good idea. I think part of the reason people enjoy watching me play American Truck Simulator is because while I try to drive while streaming, I end up going off the road, crashing into shit. Well, that might be entertaining for some of you. It would not be entertaining for me. Spilled taco sauce all over the interior. You know, or even get harmed much. Oh, you mean join in the game? Now, you know me. I kind of like the, when I'm streaming, I tend to favor the solo experience. It's just too much for me to manage playing a game and doing chat and playing with someone else. Alright, where the damn is the... So I have done it occasionally with certain games that can only play... Like, you can't... Well, I guess, technically, when you play Dead by Daylight, I don't have to play with other people. I feel like Dead by Daylight's one of the only games where I've really made an exception. And invited, like, invited other people to play on stream with me. I guess, and Dungeons & Dragons, but that's, you know... Definitely, for me, solo Dungeons & Dragons is not a thing. Alright! Maxie. Oh, there it is. I regret streaming with my loyal viewers. Oh yeah, I did some V Rising too. Although the way we played V Rising was very much not... it was basically like playing our own solo games most of the time. Except occasionally we cross paths. Oh, geez. Big update, huh? I haven't played Dead by Daylight for, I don't know, a long time now. That's how I am with Dead by Daylight, though. I'll still say that it's one of my favorite games, even though I'll go through spurts 2 or 3 times a year where I'll get into it for a few days and then I've had enough. Okay, tower roof support struts. Tower, okay, there's that. Hey, speaking of Dead by Daylight, look who it is. How you doing, Chris? All right, now I need to get the extension on. They killed the dead hard perk, which is great because the perk was annoying. Yeah, you have to wait until November. That does... Every October, I start getting more obsessed with, like, horror stuff. And that tends to be then all of a sudden I'll get interested in Dead by Daylight again. You were about to hop on and play? Why? But I can't say I'm too shocked to hear that, though. That's pretty much your... Is it fair to say, Chris, that that is your most played game of all time? Hulktober, and it's illegal in 14 states. Yeah, yeah. You're thrilled by this update. You never relied on Dread Hearts. You're not distraught. Okay. I don't even know what that perk is, so I don't think I'm gonna miss. I don't think I'm gonna be impacted either way. All right, now I think I'm gonna need to bring a ladder over here because I have no idea what I'm missing there. Oh, look at this. All right. What else? More roof report support struts. Uh-huh. I see you over there. Here, let's bring this out. There's that. It has become your most played game at 6,500 plus. Okay. That number, based on how much I know you play that game, that number does not shock me. Okay, so tower support struts. There's even more. Ah, here we go. $65 15.7. Yep, that's a... Are you gonna be one of those people? You know what I love is when you see reviews, and it's like a thumb down. It's like someone that got pissed off by the most recent update. Not Dead by Daylight specifically, but any game that you can put a lot of time into. You'll see someone, they'll have like 3,000 hours in the game, and they'll be like, this game sucks! It doesn't respect your time! It's a piece of crap! And it's like, dude, you played 3,000 hours. Alright, I think I remember seeing you play GTA 5. Was that GTA 5 online, I'm assuming? If you're gonna put that many hours into it. Would be the service. That's right, Dead by Daylight. Power trims. Get a piece of shit. Alright, where is it? It's these little guys, right? Ah! Look at that. Job complete. Okay, let's see the time lapse. Mm-hmm. Yep, this is how it looked. This is what I did. Alright, let's see that again. That's just satisfying. Yep, beautiful. I've got to clean that golf cart, but first, let me see. I think I can, oh, get back here. I think I can upgrade. Upgrade! Yeah, I did empty the local reservoirs of all the water to get it done, but, you know, it's all part of the circle of life, you know? Alright, medium duty. I think I'm gonna go for the medium duty. Yeah? Equipment. Duty. Let's see. I'm gonna mess with this turbo nozzle. I have 390. That little, I never really used the turbo nozzle. I do like the short extension though. I've been kind of a fan of the short extension. cleaning liquids, clothing, modifications. Yeah, I think I'm good with this for now. Maxie, you think this game needs to be included in my in my general gaming intro? Oh, yeah, let's go to career mode. Let's clean that golf cart. Mayor Jeff Jefferson the 13th. Wonder if he's related to Dark Jake the 13th. I need you to clean my sorry golf cart. You might have heard about my poor cat Ulysses going missing. We're all frantic with worry. What with the ceremony just round the corner? I swear I saw him on the golf course, frolicking on the lily pads in the lake by the 13th, par 3, but I always get a birdie. By the time I realized it was just a boisterous carp, it was too late. I slammed on the brakes and went tumbling down the slope, head over tail. Don't worry, docs had given me the all clear. They said they'd never seen anyone recover from such a minor incident in so little time. But the golf cart needs a hose down. Is he a piece of shit, Brad? Well, I guess that there is a story insofar as what I just read is story-like. But there's no, like, overall narrative, really. Except not that I'm aware of, except insofar as things pop up here. But no, I wouldn't go so far as to say there's a story. I don't know. Maybe it all coalesces into a narrative, and I just don't realize it yet. All right, let's get the medium washer out, shall we? All right. He murdered his own cat. Oh, is that what happened, Brad? Well, Brad's getting to the bottom of this shit. Yeah, and I'm destroying the evidence. I'm so trusting, Brad. I just assume the best in people. I am enjoying this sprayer. It's definitely more powerful than what I was using before. I think I need to use the stepping stool for this. That was quick. Credulous. Oh, hold on. A little sip of water here. All right. Let's see the time lapse. Yep. It's like magic. See, I hit this past the truck. I'm curious. What happens? How do I unlock the new power washer? 40 stars. And I have 30 stars right now. Okay. That's fair. clean the detached house. Oh, I didn't even realize the name of the town we're in is Muckingham. Sounds like a place that needs a good washing. All right. Cards on the table. We live at the old house of Esther Death, the eccentric actress who played the Wicked Witch in that classic movie and vanished mysteriously in the national park. We all know the rumors surrounding the place, but we also know we've picked up an absolute bargain. Ooh, that'd be cool if it turned into a horror game and it was haunted. I think that's too much to ask for, but still, that'd be cool. We don't mind if the furniture moves around a little. That's next level feng shui. But the grubby exterior is really getting to us. All the other power washers in town are too scared to set foot in our yard. If you could help us out, we'd be eternally grateful. Alright. Yeah, it does look like she was a smoker and she blew her smoke on the exterior. A lot. Feng shui. Feng shui. Is it feng shui? Even the driveway has to be washed. As you might notice, odd, super weird, creepy sign on the outside of the house. It's nothing to worry about. What is that? Okay. Feng shui. There we go, Brad. Somewhere in my subconscious, I knew. Shrubs?
Oh yeah, these shrubs are filthy, bruh. Filthy shrubs.
There. That make you feel good to see that, Maxie? Let me see. I think feng shui is an example of one of those words that I've actually heard said a few times, but never had occasion to use it myself. So it just never got ingrained into my mouth's muscle memory. I could buy soap, but it was kind of neat. If I could just buy soap and have an unlimited supply, I'd be using that shit all the time. The fact is, you run out of it pretty quick, and then you go back to the store, and they don't have any more. And it's like, well, I guess I shouldn't get too reliant on that being a thing. Just rely on water. Good old tried and true. The ultimate solvent. The black tar heroin's coming up real good. What's that? Well, it's not really an option, Brad. For that, you'd have to ask the developer to make a game called the Sandblaster Simulator. This is Power Washer Simulator, Brad. Good old H2O. Oh, yeah. Alright. She's like, don't worry about this. Here, take care of this. The old garage door. There we go. Yep, this new power washer is pleasing me. It's quite nice. It would be illegal in California on account of their water shortage. Yeah, it's true. Now what I seem to be getting here is just about as powerful as what I was doing before, except I'm able to use the wider spray and cover more ground, which is nice. And then I could still focus in on the smaller one if I really need to get serious. Yeah, that's pretty powerful too. Actually, I kind of like this. This is not even messing around. Looking at green hell. Okay, so the forest can be a lot more about building. And the forest is also like, it's a little more horror oriented, especially once you get into those caves and all the mutants and stuff. Green hell is a lot more focused on harsh survival mechanics, like all the different status ailments, if you eat the wrong things, the way you can get sick, the different kinds of injuries and infections you can get and how to treat them. Now you know me, I like all that shit. I enjoy all that stuff. But I found green hell is a lot more a fight against the environment than it is a fight against the natives, although the natives are definitely a part of it. People that you get in fights with that want to kill you. But despite it seeming like the same, rough genre, they're very different games. Of all the charmless crafting games I played, Green Hell was certainly one of them. Oh yeah, I streamed that. I think I only streamed it once. But I really liked Green Hell. And I've never finished the forest. In some ways the forest unnerves me a little bit too much. Like the caves and stuff really get under my skin. Like I get really uncomfortable. But the thing like that you can do in the forest is if you're willing to grind it, you can basically build huge homes, huge bases. And Green Hell is a lot more like resources are not quite as abundant to be able to do that. So it's more about like carving out your little safe spot and then, you know, trying to survive. And there's a sandbox mode and a story mode. The story was pretty, I thought was interesting, but not, I felt like, you know, they were taking themselves a little too seriously, maybe, but it was, yeah, a little melodramatic, but it was still, I was still into it. Worst dad for playing 120 days without finding your kid? That's funny. Yeah, I mean, I know people that they play that game just for the base building. I think one of the things that kind of turned me off, and you probably change settings for this, but I watched videos about that game, and I'd see, like, as the game progresses, how crazy the mutants become. And they have, like, massive assaults on your base and stuff, and I'm just like, ugh. That shit just looks stressful. It's one of the reasons I don't play a ton of 7 Days to Die. I like 7 Days to Die, but those base assault mechanics got a little too crazy for me. You like the killing in the building, okay. So, well, with Green Hell, there's definitely some building, but it's not the emphasis. The real emphasis is just the really harsh. I mean, it's the satisfaction of just figuring out how to overcome the environment. And if you don't like the idea of like complex, arguably overly harsh survival mechanics, you might not like the game so much. Because that's how it's a lot different than the Forest. But yeah, I just like all the and I'm trying to remember if it's permadeath or not. But I know, I'm trying to remember what got me. Like, I was doing fine, and then like a scorpion bit me, and it got infected, and I didn't know how to treat the infection, so I became feverish, and over the course of days, I just became more and more like weak, and I couldn't keep food down, and I started, there's a, you know, psychological component where if things are going badly for you, you start losing your sanity, so I started hallucinating and having voices in my head telling me to die and all this stuff. And I'm citing this as like something I liked about the game. Like it just really, there was this huge tailspin. And for me, as I got weaker and it became harder for me to just try to explore or do other things, it was this huge challenge. Like, am I going to be able to figure out how to overcome this ailment that's literally slowly killing me? The scorpion sting. Yeah. Point taken, Nick. 7 Days to Die is a zombie apocalypse base building sim. I streamed that once as well. And that's one, it's 3D, but it's still got, you know, a little bit like Project Zomboid in terms of, you know, you're going around looting things. I think you need to eat and stuff. I can't remember actually if you need to eat or not. But the whole thing about 7 Days to Die is that every 7th day, a horde will attack your base. And so you have to be ready for it. And I think some of them, I don't know, I think there are some super, maybe there's a little bit of attack every night, but every 7th day is like a blood moon, massive horde comes. And so you try to set all these base defenses and try to make your base strong and try to figure out places like you end up having guns and stuff, so you try to figure out choke points where okay, they're gonna have to come in here, so I'll set up these spike traps all along here, and then I'll stand up here with my shit and shoot them and stuff. It's actually a real. I think you might like it, Maxie. It could be your kind of game. It may not be your new favorite game of all time, but honestly, people who get into 7 Days to Die love it. Like, they become obsessed with it. Based on the things you like about Green Hell, I'd almost say you should try 7 Days to Die before, or what you said about the forest. Like, you might try 7 Days to Die before you try Green Hell. Based on what you like about the forest, base building and killing things. But yeah, I don't think I could recommend Green Hell to everybody, because a lot of people are not going to care for those somewhat extreme survival mechanics. But I'm into that crap. Hey, you like to use cheats and base build and kill stuff. Yeah, that's making me think even more you might not like Green Hell. Because Green Hell is all about the game ruining your life. Like, that's the thing, is like, rattlesnakes are terrifying, and the foliage is so thick that you'll be walking around and you'll just hear a rattle. And that's terrifying. It's terrifying in that sense, where it's like, oh shit. And then you're just scared to go over there, because you can't tell where the snake is, but you know that thing's gonna go for you if you step too close to it. And then there's stuff like, scorpions, and I'm trying to remember if there were spiders too. But every single square foot of that jungle could have something in it you can't even see. It's gonna do something to kill you. And then it's stuff, if you're not paying attention, like your hands get dirty, and if you eat with dirty hands, you can get sick. Shit like that. Any pipe cock clanging? Only the pipe cock clanging that you do using the power of your imagination. It's a powerful tool. This whole okay, here we go. It's like, where's the railing that I'm missing? Here it is. Can I get a better angle on these things? There we go. All right. Top negative review. Guy has 11 hours and says don't buy because it's unfinished. I think it still is in early access. That's one of those games that I have a feeling is going to be in early access forever. And it's one of those games that I think works in early access still. But I don't know, it could be prone to, like, if you had a game you've been building a base for a year, there could be dangers of, like, oh, with the new build, it's gonna be you're gonna have to start a new save or whatever. I'm not sure if that can still happen at this point. I mean, the game's been around for like 10 years. It's very feature rich at this point, but it is still in like a perpetual state of early access. But some games are in early access and they suck. 7 Days to Die, it's got some rough edges for sure, but well, I actually haven't played it in a couple years. You're definitely gonna know you're not playing a AAA game. We'll just put it that way. There will be no illusions. You're like, oh, am I playing the new Call of Duty right now? It's like, nope, you're not. You are definitely not. And even like stuff like The Forest has got kind of an indie vibe, but The Forest has beautiful graphics and stuff. 7 Days to Die, I mean, it's okay, but wait, what was that? The long extension. Wasn't there a medium extension? That's really what I wanted. Yeah, that's why, I don't think that's something that's going to be an issue for you. Because I do see you going for, more not the, oh my god, what's hot game right now. And 7 Days to Die is also one that if you're not sure but you put it on your wish list, I'm pretty sure it goes on pretty decent sales somewhat frequently. I haven't played it in a while, but I know for me, it's one that if you're into crafting survival type games, then I definitely recommend it. Especially if you're into base building, it's, that's one of the things you like about those kinds of games. You'll get it if you can convince a friend to play. I wouldn't look at me too hard on that because I'm often not in the mood for that kind of game. But if you had that game and I was in the right mood for it, I would definitely be up for trying some multiplayer. I don't know if I'd want to stream it, but I'd probably be up for doing some. Did I get the railing? Oh, there's a part of the wall I didn't get. There we go. This from down here? I'm probably gonna... Wow, I'm getting way up there. I was gonna say I'm probably gonna need a ladder to get some of this stuff. I'm not used to being able to spray that far away. Holy crap. Okay, I can't get the very top of the chimney. Yeah, and Days to Die has changed a lot over the years too. But it's still the same basic formula. One of the reasons that I've been dissuaded from revisiting it is because, you know me, I'm a fan of the bitch tactics. And basically the bases that I used to build that made me more or less immune to the zombie, like, mob attacks, is I would just dig down into the earth at like a 45-degree angle, and then I go a certain degree, and then I make a 90-degree turn to the right or left, keep digging down, and as long as I got, and then I would down there start building my base. There's ores, you do mining, all this stuff, and I start building my base down there. And basically, as long as I got down and made my right turn and went down some more in the other direction, the zombies could not figure out how to path to me down there. And so I basically had a way of, building to where I knew there was a massive horde outside trying to find me, but they couldn't get to me because they didn't know how to, like, dig down into the earth. I'm pretty sure at a certain point in the last couple of years, the developers added a function so the zombies, if you try and do that, they can actually, like, somehow just get right down. They just dig right down into you. They can find a way to get you. I was like, oh, well, there goes my bitch. The whole bitch strategy that I developed for my base building has been nullified. Yeah, I think you start with stuff like you can dig pits and put spike traps and stuff in there. And I'm trying to remember if I think you can end up putting up like auto turrets eventually. I never got that far. I'm trying to remember if there's stuff like explosive traps and things, because I never got super far into it. All I know, what I do remember doing a lot of was making spike traps, and then they run into the spikes and impale themselves and end up dying. And then when I've seen games of people who are further in, when it gets harder, it just looks like it looks like the zombie horde difficulty ramps up to kind of insane levels. Let's see, I think they dig now, and if you build a trench, they fall in and can't get out, but they start digging towards your base. And gravity matters, so they could collapse your base if they dig under. Oh, really? See, that's all stuff I don't know about. I'd probably still be inclined to try my underground base bitch tactics again. Hear that weird rumbling noise. There's supposedly haunting shit going on right now. Oh, that was cool. Underground base bitch tactics, that's me. And I've only ever played that game solo, too. Bitch tactics. Yep, that's... I never claimed to be good at video games, but sometimes I can be resourceful. Bitch tactics? Or just bitch tactics. Maybe resourceful is the wrong word. Because that also implies some level of skill. Are you into my pressure washing skills? I don't know that I'm particularly good at this either. But I'm definitely doing a better job now that I got this guy. I feel like this new sprayer makes me look like I'm better at it than... Oh, yeah. Ooh, the pro level washer. See, it's stuff like that. Like, I was playing this, I got it, and I played it for a few hours on one day, and I was like, yeah, it's cool. But then I was sort of like, yeah, you know, I don't think... I played it enough, and I was like, yeah, I may or may not play that some more. But then I started thinking about, like, yeah, how much more satisfying is it going to be if I got a more powerful sprayer? And now that question is being answered. A lot more satisfying. It's no Dead by Daylight. We're not going to have any Christinator playing this game for 6,000 hours. But, you know, fun for what it is, though. We'll strip the black right off the Tucson. Now I want to know what's missing. Oh, there we go. The coast is done. Alright. Get that roof. Is it called a ceiling on a patio? I guess it would be like a patio cover, porch. Oh, yeah, Maxie. Now that we have a bigger vehicle, we'll find a way to fill it up. I'm pretty sure, because one of the reasons why we want a larger vehicle is we ended up having more stuff. Like, for example, we got a paddleboard leading into this season, and we didn't have enough room to bring all the stuff that we already have and the paddleboard. So we're out of space, and we've got enough stuff. And the thing about the Tucson is the storage area it's vertical. A lot of the cubic footage is because of the height of the cargo compartment. So it's got a lot of storage space, but it's going to involve some creative stacking to get it all in there in an effective way. So there's still going to be some challenges there. Yeah, it's an inflatable. I should have clarified. It's an inflatable paddleboard. It's not anything amazing. I think it was, I don't know, $125 at Costco or something. Window frame. There's that. Oh, that's good. I think we have an electric pump. Like, honestly, we haven't used it yet. And in fact, not this weekend, but next weekend, we're going camping someplace on a lake. So it'll be the first camping place we've gone to that we can bring the paddleboard to. I think my wife's actually going to try it out tomorrow because my mother-in-law is in town. I'm working tomorrow, but my wife has Fridays off, so that my mother-in-law is actually, she's here tonight, and they're going to go run around and have lady ventures tomorrow. Hashtag lady ventures. And I think they're going to break in the paddleboard for the first time. But all I know is we went to like a creek, like a big wide lazy creek last summer. It's a place where like people officially go swimming. And we saw this other group around our age with a little extra weight. I'm saying the way that we have a little extra weight. And they had an inflatable paddleboard and they were just lazing around on that thing, taking turns riding around on it. And we just thought, oh, that looks really cool. And we got talking to them about it and realized like they're not that expensive and it just looked like fun. So that's something we bought over the winter in anticipation of this season. People are, well, I don't know if I call it exercise, but if we can blow something up and I can find a different thing to sit on or lay on, that's really what it's all about. Exercise, I guess the paddling part, it is a paddle board. So probably incidentally some exercise will occur. You know, we'll see. But then there are probably also things we could size down. Like honestly, my camping chair, I really like it, but it's huge. Particularly when it's folded up, it's huge. And probably I could find a chair that's comfortable and strong enough to support my fat bottom that maybe doesn't take up so much space. It's like the largest camping item we have, except for it's right on par with our 13 by 13 canopy. When we have that thing folded up, my chair is almost the same size as that folded up, which is a little bit ridiculous. And then stuff like, do we really need cots? Because we have, we have cots, and we do like the cots. But, like, we don't have to have all the stuff that we have in order to camp. But we like to have the stuff that we have. I don't think we've got a Costco membership right now, but we had one last year. Costco membership is something that we have on and off. Costco's got a whole lot of random different things. Like almost anything you could think about buying that's kind of a biggest ticket item. Probably Costco's got it, but they'll only have like a handful of brands and models. But what they do have tends to be good quality. Like they don't waste their time with low-end stuff. They basically only carry, you know, moderate to high-end, but with good deals. I mean, and whatever we paid for it, I know what we got in terms of a paddleboard is not like super high quality or high end or anything. A little bit like Walmart, except honestly, their selection is, I think, to some extent, often less, even less. Like Walmart, of any particular thing, will give you more selection in brands, and Walmart will have, it'll start with a bunch of cheap generic stuff, and it will go up to some higher quality stuff at Walmart. I'd say Walmart generally is the kind of place that will have a better selection. Because Costco is mostly focused on bulk foods, but then randomly they do have a lot of other things. Whereas a super Walmart will have like a grocery store area, but most of the Walmart is sort of like the old style like department stores or Targets, where they just have everything and it's sort of spread evenly throughout the business. Costco is mostly a bulk food store, but they also have a shit ton of other stuff too. Well, Costco could still be good for you. I don't know if they let you do tours at Costco, but I would almost recommend you check it out, because certain things you won't want to get. You know, certain things you'll buy and like it's big enough that it'll go bad before you could ever get through it. But other things, like if you know there's certain things you use all the time, even some of the perishable stuff is, you know, could be worth getting. And then it's just stuff like, you know, that you get toilet paper, but you can buy like a year's supply of toilet paper all at once. So if it boils down to like what kind of storage space you have in your house. So if you've got a place to put a year's supply of toilet paper and a year's supply of paper towels and a year, you know, whatever, if you want to buy it in bulk. And then canned goods are good. If you've got like a separate standalone freezer, Costco will have a lot of stuff that you might buy from a freezer section. They'll have it, but in larger quantities. Cryo packed beef. I don't think I know what that is. Alright, a lot of this stuff I'm going to actually have to climb up there and clean. I'm just being lazy. Yeah, I think it's time to get a ladder here. Why am I punishing myself? right, let's get rid of that extension. The way brisket is packed. In thick freezer-proof plastic. Oh, okay, okay. But, like, I know, and that's the main reason why we'll let it lapse sometimes, is we don't have a ton of storage space. So there are certain things, you know, like if you want to buy soda, if you're into soda, when we were into, like, LaCroix or those different seltzer waters, there's definitely certain things that if you get them and you've got storage, Costco is a great place to go. Because you'll get a really good deal on a large quantity. But mileage may vary, you know? And then we do end up with a lot of waste. You know, you go in there and try to do regular grocery shopping and, you know, oh, you want to make a salad. So you end up with like 6 heads of lettuce and 15 pounds of tomatoes. And by the time you get it all home, you're like, you know, a couple weeks later, you're emptying your fridge. And it doesn't matter if you ate salad every day. It's probably like, you're like, oh, I guess we didn't need this much salad making, you know? Since you've lost your weight, you can wear your Pokeball wedding ring again. Oh, that's cool. That must feel good. Yeah, there's definitely some things I'd need to lose some weight to fit it back into again. Yeah, so that's something you got to watch out for, because that is an example of something where, yeah, if you don't have a big family, when you start getting into the more perishables, you could find yourself, you know, or it's something like maybe if all you were going to do is eat salads, it would be worth it. But then it's like, oh, let's also get some stuff for sandwiches. Oh, let's hit the front. You know, I could really go for a pizza tonight, though, and they got good pizzas. And, you know, you can very easily end up with a lot more perishables than you can ever use before it goes bad. Whereas any one item you might look at and go, oh yeah, we could get through that. But by the time you walk out of there, you got a lot of those items. You're like, oh, we miscalculated. I think they got some like really good take and bake pizzas, and that's another thing, is they're flipping huge too, and yeah, they're good. They make some. I mean, Costco's got good stuff. They got good stuff. I'm not sure if they have like a temporary like check it out pass, but if there's any way you could get in there and just like get a chance to look around. They got all kinds of stuff. Like my wife gets like we've gotten kitchen stuff, like high quality blenders and coffee makers, and yeah, they just got a lot of stuff in there. Just about anything you could think about getting for your for food or for your kitchen. They even got like furniture, couches, chairs, stuff like that. I think my wife even got her current Not her. No, her current mattress is a different one. But I think she even got one of the mattresses for one of our beds in there. Unfortunately, no, I do not buy Huel in bulk. Huel will give you the option to do like a subscription, but I never reliably have enough Huel to justify doing that. I never use enough. And I'm always jumping between flavors too, so I've got quite a bit of a backlog of Huel right now. I thought I was running out of something, and then I realized that I had backup already, but I just put it into like a closet and forgot it was in there. So now I've got so much Captain Crunchberry Huel, Brad. For those who are curious what my Huel tastes like, you know. My morning Huel shake. No, not normally. It's not prescription based or subscription based. It's just they give you an option that like, oh, save 10% by creating like a package of like put together your own package. Now the thing about Huel that is a little bit screwy is that you have to buy, like if it's a savory Huel, you have to buy at least 3 bags of it in order to get any bags of it, and for the smoothie or shakes, you have to get at least 2 bags. And then they don't accumulate. So if you want some of the savory and some of the shakes, you can't mix and match where I get 1 of those and 2 of those. It's like each one has its own requirement. Where it's like, all right, well, if I want savory Huel, I've got to get 3 bags, and if I want the sweet Huel, I've got to get 2 bags. And buying one of one doesn't count towards the requirement of the other. But then they're like, oh, you can do these, you can customize your own package and mix and match. But then that's like a subscription. It's like a customized subscription. Or just in general, anytime that you buy anything, make any order there, you can have that be a recurring order where you set an interval. It's like every 2 months, they'll just ship another one of whatever it is you're ordering right now, and you'll save 15%. Which actually, the way I go through that strawberry stuff, I might actually consider it, but because I've got to the point where I'm pretty much reliably having that every morning. All the other stuff is like, you know, the savory flavors is sort of when I'm in the mood for it. But for breakfast, I've pretty much settled in on that strawberry stuff every day for months now. Yeah, I don't think you can get Huel in a store at all. You can only get it from their website. Maybe other online retailers, I can't remember. Certain of products like it, I know you can order on Amazon. But I think you have to get Huel from, like, you have to buy it from Huel. Jump onto this. Ah, yes. All right, time to get rid of. Oh, I don't have an extension. Used during Slim Fast, not for meal replacement, but for the nutrients when dieting. Yeah, no, Huel is filling. I've never had Slim Fast, so I can't compare it. But you know, the idea of Huel is like it's a meal replacement in the sense that it actually replaces it provides sufficient calories. And there are a couple. There's the original Huel, and then for the shakes they've come up with like a what's called Huel Black, and it's a higher protein version of basically the same thing as the original, but it's higher protein. And that is a little bit more, that does a little bit better job of satiating you. But I mean, ultimately, it's, you know, each scoop is 200 calories, and it's sort of balanced that whatever calories worth of Huel that you have is like, if you had your full daily allotment of calories and it was all Huel, it would fulfill all of your nutritional requirements. So, and you know, and I don't know many people that actually, like, they don't market it as something where you should like just only eat Huel. They don't try to convince people to do that. It's really meant to be like meal replacement for, you know, like for lunches or breakfasts. Like for me, I basically use it like always for breakfast, frequently but not always for lunch, and then that's usually it. Sometimes if I'm feeling like I want, you know, sometimes even in the evening I'll feel like I want a shake instead of a traditional meal, and I'll have that just because it's refreshing. And yeah, it's satiating. I think it is. Herbalife. Okay. Yeah, I've heard of that too. And I've never had Herbalife either. But I do know that other companies that do meal replacements, like they're sort of like the competitors to Huel. When you actually look at the nutritional information, they may still actually have the vitamins and stuff you need, but they don't have the calories. So if you try to use them, it's actually not going to be enough calories to actually take the place of what would be a full meal. And you know, consequently, it might also, those won't keep you as satiated. Although if Herbalife, was that low calorie but high satiation? I don't really, I mean, I've heard of it, I'm familiar with it by name, but I'm not really familiar with it, you know, like what the experiences is of having it. When using a banana or frozen blueberries. Okay. And I actually always add a banana and frozen blueberries to my Huel shakes. But that's just for flavor. Like, really, you could just add more Huel. And it doesn't need that stuff for, like, nutritional purposes. Except, you know, it's probably healthier to get nutrition from various, you know, sources. Like, blueberries are super healthy. They're superfoods. And I'm sure the blueberries are bringing things to my smoothies that Huel doesn't, like antioxidants and that sort of thing. 200 to 300 calories. Okay. You blend it with 0 carb milk. So, I mean, that's really the thing that Huel is trying to sell is like, yeah, you can add stuff just for variety's sake, but that really it's supposed to be like, this is really, if you're going to have it for a meal, it's all you need. All you need to do is add water. And then, you know, you can mix it up. Like I add a bunch of ice cubes to make it cold and give it kind of like a Jamba Juice smoothie where it's almost like an almost like a icy shake experience. And just adding all that stuff just gives it, you know, extra. It's more for the enjoyment factor. But, you know, really, if you're concerned about nutrition and getting the vitamins and stuff that you need, Um, it's basically whatever calories in heal you have is going to represent balanced nutrition. But it's not like a supplement where you have some Huel and all of a sudden you got your daily allowance for all your vitamins or anything like that. It just literally replaces like whatever calories you're using it for. Those are nutritionally complete calories. But having a Huel shake for breakfast is not setting you up for all of your like vitamins and minerals for the day or anything like that. Just for that meal. Yeah, I've slowly been increasing my ice count, and then we've got this really, really good blender that really pulverizes that ice. So get some very nice, cold, smooth shakes. Trying to remember, it's not a Blend Tech. Vitamix. It's Vitamix. It's the one that Jamba Juice. It actually is the exact model that Jamba Juice uses. If you've ever gone to Jamba Juice, we actually haven't been. I don't think we've been to a Jamba Juice since we left LA. But yeah, it's really powerful. So you put all those ice cubes in there. You basically, you know, as long as you give it, I think I give it all together about a minute. And then you don't end up with ice chunks or anything. You end up with, like, if I went further, I could completely liquefy it. It would just be really cold, smooth liquid. But I do still like to have a little bit of that frozen texture in there, but there are no chunks of ice or anything like that. Like, it's still like uniformly almost like shaved ice, like slushy type ice. I know we got a deal on it, but I know we spent at least a couple $100 on it. That's what's been happening over the past couple years is piece by piece, my wife has been assembling her dream kitchen. And so it'll just be like, all right, what's the next thing? Like, she got like a really nice mixer, like the thing that you can mix like dough and other things in. And it's like an old, like a classic, I can't remember what the brand is, but she's been slowly, like, all the stuff that she's been looking at for years, like, oh, I want to get that. It'll be like once a year, once every few months, she'll find the thing that's like, Ben, this is like the one of the dream thing she's wanted, and then we'll just get it. Yeah, KitchenAid. Yeah, that's it. It looks like it was designed, it's like the same design from the 1950s. Yeah, I mean, that was one of the things she liked about it, is exactly what you're saying. It's really high quality. The build quality is so good that people hand them down to, like, from generation to generation. They just stay in the family. So, and then I think this year, within the last few months, she got a really, like, high-end food processor. I can't remember what. See, I get those are things, like, I reap the benefits of it. Like, clearly the fact that we have a super kick-ass blender, for example, and I use that blender every single day for my smoothies. I am reaping the benefits and for its high quality every day in my smoothie. But I'm not someone that would have been like, if she wasn't super excited about it, I wouldn't be going out and buying a top-end blender, for example. Although, honestly, now that I know that I'm going to use it every day, that's like, that might be an example of something that I would have pursued on my own had she not. You have an ice cream attachment for it? Makes really... Oh, cool. Okay. I'm having a vague recollection of making ice cream one time when I was a kid using something like that. Yeah, I mean, really, it's worth getting if you're gonna use it. And honestly, because of my smoothie making every day, for me, I I like having a powerful blender, and I can tell the difference. I think honestly, my use of the blender justifies the purchase more than hers, because I use it every day, and I can tell the difference. The last blender that we had was a Ninja. It was still a good blender. Wasn't as good as this one, and I think that's one we got at Costco, and it was like 125 bucks or something. And I think it retailed for more, like 200 or more. It was one of those things at Costco where it was not cheap, but it was very affordable compared. Like we got a really good deal on it, and we used that for years. And then we got the Vitamix, and yeah, I can definitely. You definitely tell that my smoothie game has gone up. No, she's more inclined to get like a protein powder and make her own smoothies. I'm not sure why, because she seems to like Huel. She's tried it a couple times, but I think she sort of just almost seems to look at Huel like, oh, that's your thing. I'm gonna do my thing. So, and I think also part of it is, like, Huel is not particularly cheap. For me, it's a cost-benefit analysis and it's worth it. Like, when I used to work, you know, out and about in the world, and I would buy lunch from, like, a cafeteria or local, like, Subway or whatever, and you end up spending $10 or more a day on lunch. So Huel, what comes down to, I think Huel is like a little bit over $3 per meal, which for protein, if you're going to compare it to protein powder, you can get much cheaper protein powder. So I think part of it too is because she doesn't want to do a meal. She's not aiming to do a meal replacement the way that I'm doing it. So she's like less inclined to think it's worth two of us getting Huel. I've actually, tried to convince her, like, yeah, if you're looking, it's worth it if you enjoy it, and you're looking for something to replace your breakfast, you should get it. And she's not reliable, and I think that's another thing too. She's not reliable in her, like, smoothies making. It's not like she does it every day. She'll kind of try it out, and she'll do it for a day or two. She's more someone that will just, like, skip breakfast and then get super starving later on, which I used to do that, and I just can't function that way. Like, I don't know, my body chemistry, if I don't eat, then maybe I'll have a cup of coffee in the morning, and I'll trick my body. My body won't be aware that it hasn't eaten until around 11, and all of a sudden I'm so hungry I'm shaking, and I can't think straight. So I've learned, like, my body does not like it when I do that. So I have to have something for breakfast. Well, no, she does. At least she said she likes it. I told you what my breakfast smoothie tastes like, right, Brad? She finds that flavor profile amusing. Although she hasn't flat out said, there is that, honestly, Huel does have that certain consistency to it. And largely, one of the things I like about this super powerful blender is the blender also somewhat tames Huel's consistency a little bit. Fuel. It keeps you alive. Yeah. Alright, so this thing has got... So where's the rest of this thing? Oh, I bet it's like this whole thing. All right, I probably have to get it over here. You started making homemade Mickey D's iced coffee for breakfast. Hard to drink hot ass coffee when it's night. Yeah, no, I can agree with that. So, I mean, it's one thing is, you know, Oregon is not exactly a super hot place, but like it gets in the high 90s and low hundreds in the summer, and we're already at a point now where, you know, that's another thing I don't mess around with. Like, if it starts getting warm, I just have the AC on. So I'm still drinking hot coffee in the mornings, even if it's warm. And I really only drink coffee in the morning. So a lot of times, even, you know, if I'm not using AC, it's cool in the mornings here, even if it gets hot later. Like, it'll still be, you still have lots of days where when you get up, it's 58 degrees outside. But then by 3 in the afternoon, it's 95. Like an Oregon thing. Well, I'm sure other places do that too. And that's the thing, that's not a bad idea. I actually really like iced coffee. I just never really think to do it. Your AC runs 24/7. Now, we don't have central AC, so it's sort of like we cool whatever room we're in. And actually, we just ordered... The thing about our living room is it's so big. Our main common area is so big that we're afraid like if we found a window AC powerful enough that it might break the windowsill, because our complex has these like plastic windowsill, like the window frames and stuff. It makes us a little nervous. So we'd actually just ordered one of those portable ones, which I know they're supposed to be grossly inefficient compared to a window version, but we're gonna see. We got like a 14,000 BTU portable thing that we're gonna try to do for the living room, because for the last 2 years, we love our living room. We got our TV and our comfy chairs and couches in there. But come July and August, when we start hitting like the 90s and the sun hits the sun hits in the afternoon, so by evening, by the time we get off work, any room that's not air conditioned, even if it's not that hot outside, it's just in the 80s, those rooms are gonna get baked. Like, it's like a greenhouse effect. They get so hot. So for years, like, we thought about it, and they're just like, no, but they're supposed to be... Yeah, exactly. They're grossly inefficient. And, finally we just decided, like, look, if we can find... We're just going to try it and see if it can keep up. Like, we're skeptical that it can even keep up. Um, but if we try it and it works, then it'll be worth it for us. Maybe not use it. We won't be running it in there 24/7. That's for sure. But it'd be worth it just to be able to use that room and not have that room essentially like a place that we only pass through to get to the refrigerator and then we flee immediately. Thinking Man Huel. We're getting a dual hose unit, Maxie. So yeah, we're getting. I forget. Is it Widmer? Widmer? We basically found what was sort of considered like the highest rated, and I think it's like a model that's #1 in Consumer Reports for several years, and it was just like, yeah, well, we'll see if it does the trick. Hopefully it does. Whitner, that's it. Yeah, that's the one that I got is the Whitner, the 14,000 BTU Whitner. And like, it's honestly one of those items that it wasn't the most expensive air conditioner by any means. But if we looked and it seemed like the most, like one that cost $200 more would do a better job, we would have gotten it. But that one honestly seemed like, even though it's $200 or $300 cheaper than some of the other ones, it seems like it does a good job. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, it was $4.99. Slight disappointment in a can. A viscous jug of Huel in your freshly window unit chilled living room while lounging on a slightly too hot chair. Yeah, that's a problem. My chair is awesome, but it definitely it's definitely a plush and cozy chair. There we go. Let's see, was it all the way around though? Good. So this was all the way around the house. That was one piece all the way around. All right, now we got to figure out what's left. The chimney top. Okay, yes, that's fair. I think I'm going to need a ladder to do this. Because the other side... Nope, I think I'm going to need the ladder for this. Is there fall damage? I haven't tried this out yet. Oh! Nope, no fall damage. No, Haha, okay, got it. There it is. That's my superpower. I'm Power Washer Man. Alright, let's see. Driveway edges. Ooh. Oh, I guess I wasn't treating these like they were different than the... Oh, yeah, they're filthy. Alright, come on, give me this. Here, let's turn it this way. There's that. There we go. Let's see, railings? Lord, which railings did I not complete? You still think 99 cent? It's 99. I should just call it a day. Oh, did I not get the tops? Oh my gosh, there it is. There's your problem right there. There we go. And wooden trims. Oh my gosh, where are those at? Isn't good enough for the gamiest of lawyers. Wooden trims. The waist height trim? Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh, and around the garage door. Huh. There's probably crap down here I didn't get. There's that. There's that. There's probably stuff on top that I didn't catch, too. Let's see, do I have the stepping stool? This might do the trick. Nope, I'm gonna need a ladder for this. Maybe if I put it here. Here we go. Yep, this is what I missed all the way across. I am on the current season of Better Call Saul. I actually, during the Prime Day sales, I thought to check it, and they had season 6 for $9.99. So I was like, well, rather than, I think there's one streaming service that has it on there, but I was like, rather than like strategically time a 7-day free trial, I'll just pay $9.99 and then I'll have it. And then also, I'm not gonna wait a year for it to come on Netflix either. That sucks. Okay, what else? Oh, there's still one wood trim. Lord, where is it? Yeah, I think I'm on, I'm like right in the thick of it. They're not done yet either. Like, I think it's not finishing until, um, like a week or two into August. Right side of the porch? Right here? Or the other, oh, the back porch, you mean? This is the veranda, the porch, okay. Hmm. But I think I've gotten to like episode 6. Like I'm pretty far into the newest season. Yeah, it's a great show. I think I like this show. I like Better Call Saul better than I like Breaking Bad. Oh, I stopped highlighting it for some reason. There, it's upstairs. This guy. This little guy right here. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, and there's definitely a whole cast of characters that you never end up seeing in Breaking Bad. But for example, you know he lives because he's in there. But pretty much anyone around him in his life is fair game. Because just because they're not in, you don't see them Breaking Bad doesn't mean they're dead. But there's a lot of reasons why you wouldn't see a lot of those people. It's just because they would not, they were in, Saul's personal life and they wouldn't necessarily cross paths while Walter White happens to be around. But, yeah, it's still curious to see where things go. Homeowner knew that spot was there. He wasn't gonna give you that last star. Let's see the time lapse. There we go. Now see, this is where I wish I could like move it around and see the back because we're time lapsing watching me do a bunch of work on the back side of the house. See that again. Yeah. That's the stuff right there. All right. Let's see. So, you know what? I think, it's time to get out of here. And, now here's my thank you screen. Maybe the first order of business is I can set up my thank you screen on this scene collection. Because right now, there ain't nothing on it at all. Would that be a media source? Oops. Properties, browse. Let me see if I can find it. Now I had that. I had a folder with all the stuff I had for it was like my 5-year special. Subs. Maybe I didn't put it in that folder. Hmm. It kind of sucks if I just don't know where it is. Maybe it's not in a. Maybe it's not in a specific. Here. Hmm. I don't mind licensed music. Sometimes licensed music and video is a formula for like a takedown. So that's what I learned when I used to watch YouTube videos. That's when things got me in trouble. I'm used to being demonetized on almost every stream because something in a game or something is going to be someone's going to claim it. I don't care really about that anymore. I used to the principle of it used to bother me, but unless like now it's like yeah whatever they own that shit, and if I stream it and they want to take my half a penny of ad revenue, they should feel free. Mm, I have special apps. I'm not finding it. Where is my damn a pure imagination video? I can't end my stream without pure imagination. Hey Joss, I've had catastrophic failures with OBS, so I'm rebuilding my scene collection from scratch. And now I'm trying to find at least a foundation for my thank you screen. I don't know where any of the damn assets are. So that's what's happening right now. You're lucky. Right now at least I got the microphone working. I didn't even initially have a microphone on this scene. So feel lucky that you're hearing my smooth, relaxing voice. I don't even exactly know where. I think Norris to Gray I actually have to go to the stream assets for Pool of Radiance. That's the thing is I Frankenstein that shit so much together that rebuilding it the way that it was is gonna be it's gonna be like an archaeologist going through like creating the grid, dusting things off layer by layer, marking where everything is. I know it's just a black screen right now. It's because I don't have anything else on this screen. I'm building it right now before your eyes. It's just taking me some time. Let me see. And that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Why do I have so much? I've been building this up for 6 years. I'm asking why do I have so much shit in so many subfolders? It's because I've been Frankensteining my YouTube video assets folder infrastructure for 6 years. Yeah, so I I have what's called a scene collection, and each scene has like that's where I have my game screen, my welcome screen, my trailer screen, my thank you screen, my break time screen. They're all different scenes. And over the years, I keep adding stuff. I added Norris the Gray. I add 45 seconds of gameplay. I add logos that go up. I add, just this and that and this and that. And then I think eventually it gets to a point where there's just too much shit in there. And then OBS just starts hard crashing my computer. So that's what happened. My last stream ended with a hard crash. And then I used my usual scene collection to start my stream. And then 3 minutes in, hard crash. When I say hard crash, I mean, all of a sudden my computer just freezes. It's done. There's no Control Alt Delete. There's There's no shutting option to shut everything down. Everything is there. I can see everything, but it's just frozen and unresponsive. So that's bad. That's a bad thing to happen. And the only time it doesn't do that ever, except on except when I'm in OBS. At least so far, it's really only been the time it's ever happened. Oh yeah, Nick, I'm sorry I don't listen to the explanation. He said he killed you briefly. And then I asked, what does that mean? How do you kill someone briefly? And then apparently I got caught up in whatever it is I was doing. I didn't see the explanation, so it's typical G-Law. Where the hell is it? Where is it? Chauncey, where is it? That's not where it is. Holidays? Nope. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. I swear it should be in here. But it's not. And now you guys get to watch just a black screen with me talking to myself for a half hour. Remember to hit that like button, folks. No, I never was this bad in my early days of streaming. I've just become more lazy. I never just had a black screen for a half hour. I never tried to build a scene collection during a live stream. That honestly, that's only happens if you've gotten to the point where you don't give a shit. I think a creator that had any real aspirations for professionalism would have just canceled the stream and been like, yeah, I'll rebuild the stream later. Here, I'm not going to find it. You wish I had a black stream when I played Battle Brothers. And now where the hell is that stuff? Videos. Common stream elements? I've just created so many subfolders over the years. Yes, pictures, preamp, promo, special episodes. See, this is a place where I would expect. Hey, any of you guys watch that show Alone? It's like the reality show where people get dropped off in the middle of the wilderness, and they have to see how long they can survive, and the last one to not tap out, like to call to be rescued, wins like $1 million. No, they don't make a bunch of cakes that look like other food. No, but I watch shows Alone. We got really into it last year when we were... The reason I bring it up is I'm looking through all these old videos and here, and one of them that I found is for around our anniversary last year. One of my wife's favorite survivors from that show from a few seasons back was on Cameo for pretty cheap. So, I mean, we did other special stuff, and I got her stuff for her anniversary, but I surprised her that next time we went camping with a cameo, and it was basically a video. You can request celebrities to make videos to like give a special personalized message as a gift for someone else. And so I had this survivor named Callie North. Do an anniversary, special anniversary message for my wife. So, but if nobody knows who the hell she is, then it doesn't matter.
Talons of justice!
Take away this 5 cents. Nick. 59 months. Wow. Look at you. Look at you flaunting your clout around here. Video clip downloads. Okay, maybe here. Nope. Random stuff? Nope. Yeah, where the hell did I put that stuff? Oh well. Clearly, if I want to make this work, I'm gonna have to find some of this stuff. But I'm at a point now where I just don't have a lot of time and energy for the kind of, like, I literally started building this up a couple months ago, and then got a few things out, and then I wasn't able to find assets, and I'm basically trying to do a clean slate to sort of undo the bad voodoo from some of my other scenes that just have too much crap on them. So certain things in there, certain things in those things, I think just have corrupted or something. It's just like they go corrupt. That explains all the Huel. Yeah, I suppose it would. See, I don't even have a lullaby set up here. Hold on, can I at least find a damn lullaby? Announcements. Well, yeah, because I hard crashed. That's the whole reason I don't even have a lullaby this week. Is because the scene collection has a lullaby and it's causing my computer to hard crash. So now I've got 1,000 digital bits and bobs in 200 different folders. I have a feeling some of this stuff is like that pure imagination stuff that I use. That's probably just in whatever folder, like for the game I was playing that week. I have no idea. It's like, what game was I playing when I did my anniversary, my 5-year anniversary thing? What I probably need to do is completely uninstall everything on my OBS and start from scratch. But that's sort of what I've done with the new scene collection. Is start from scratch. I don't think there's a problem with my computer. I think there's a software environment problem with the irresponsible way in which I've layered way too much stuff into my OBS scenes to make it to cause it to become unstable. So the hope is now that I'm not using that scene collection. Literally, that scene collection, I've just been modifying it and adding extra shit on there. Like, in the event that Food Brother Fili Contreras came in right now and said, "It's my birthday, Food Brother," I would be able to click to the right place in that scene collection to find the Spanish version of Happy Birthday with the video of the Tijuana taqueria where they're like carving the meat off of the big spool with the blowtorch on it. That's just in those scenes. All that shit's still there. It's just there. It's just piled on. Torn is on there too. It's all piled on. And because I always just add stuff and never take it away, I think it causes the scene collection to become like oh yeah, you want OBS is like, you want me to load all this shit every time you're gonna stream, even though you don't use 90% of it? Yeah, that's fine. It's gonna crash your whole fucking computer. How do you like that? It's gonna take it down. You're not even gonna get like an error message. And that's like the scariest shit when you have a computer, is when it just stops. It doesn't even turn off, it just stops. I think I could even still hear the background music. You're right, probably the Kitten Alliance. Well, the question now is, something like the lullaby should be easy for me to find. In theory. No, not Hey Siri. Never mind. I said in theory. It's not you. Siri, you fool. You were not meant to understand. Me and my conversations with Siri. It's good stuff. You heard Torn in a store recently? Oh wait, do I have here? This was, remember when I said I was making EV23 music video? This was the green screen. I was trying to find a guitar riff, and I just wasn't able to find it. But it was going to be like, on a train, and run across the screen or something, you know, something cool like that. But you know, you get it, right? You get the idea. What's louder than me? You teach me and I'll teach you. It was better than I was in a Honda. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em. Our hearts so true. Our courage the full of through. Yeah, you teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em. Really, the video is loud? I don't have anything. Oh. Our courage the full of through. You teach all the audio is jacked up. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em. Our hearts so true. Our courage the full of through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em. Our hearts so true. Our courage the full of through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Nothing is working. You teach me and I'll teach you. So is the background still super loud? You hear the Pokemon thing? You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em. Our hearts so true. Our courage the full of through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em. Our hearts so true. Sorry about that. Can you hear me now? That was not, I was not supposed to be playing. I couldn't even hear that. That was an example of, you were getting the audio from that clip, but I wasn't hearing it. It was feeding the audio directly to you without me being able to hear it. So I was trying to demonstrate how I was going to use this in like an animated thing in order to do the EV23, and then this thing would be going across. But I would have had other music playing, not the actual Pokemon music. You can hear me now, though, right? But yeah, I couldn't find a guitar riff that I liked. Nope, not from there. Well, yeah, it's a video collection of the 25 top badass guitar riffs through the years. So you probably have heard all of them. What I really should try to find, if I was going to do this justice, is some sort of like a collection of guitar solos, like where someone is just, it's not like the center of a song. It's where they hit that guitar solo and just start going nuts and just making that shit up as they go along. I need to find something in there. Grab about 6 seconds of it. Turn it into my EV23 song. Here. This EV23 is too large, though. There she is. The best Eevee on the internet right there. And then she moonwalk. She's moonwalking right off the screen. But boop, she's there. She's hiding. Boop, EV23. Boom. Sorry, I'm being dumb now. I'm just playing with it. No, I'm not having a stroke. If I am, then I never knew it would be so much fun. Let's see. Oh, did I actually have some music going? Here, let me see. Oh, so I was actually working on this. See what I had. That wasn't working. Let's see. Nope. So, and you can see I actually was working on this, but I just wasn't finding something that was working for me, you know? What am I gonna have as background for? Well, this is what I have for 45 seconds of gameplay. 45 seconds of gameplay. I mean, it's buried. You can't hear it that well, but it's that same guitar thing. 45 seconds of gameplay. That's how I was hoping to come up with, you know, a similar effect. 45 seconds of gameplay. Well, when I think of EV23, I think of when she comes in the room and I go, EV23. And then I feel like that requires some sort of guitar background. I don't know. Maybe I need to find like a death metal background. It'd be like the Metallica's super beefy guitar sound. Maybe something more like that. But when I think EV23, I'm definitely channeling like a Metallica sound when I do that. And so maybe like some sort of like a hardcore something from like you know, Metallica Ride the Lightning or something like that. Yeah, it's definitely I don't know if I intentionally was like I'm going to rip off Metallica, but it's definitely a Metallica-esque way that I when I do the EV23, yeah. That's very Metallica. Some Kenny G. Oh, let's see. Let's get back. We'll just keep that over here. Or from now on, whenever Eevee's here, even while I'm playing the game, I'll just have that animation going in the corner. Say, oh yeah, ha! What's up? We're still lacking Norris? Where the heck is damn Norris? I think I have to go to Pool of Radiance for Norris. Let's see, we'd like Norris to face the other direction. There we go. We were working on that, Brad. We were working on that. I ran out of motivation. It's definitely a thing that could be done. Had I the motivation to do it. Nick was helping me out, but then he gave me something that I didn't know how to work with the format he gave me because it was like an Apple format. And then I just was like, huh, I know there's a way to make this work. I just did not have the and I know I could do it myself in a video editor or in a like a what are those things called? Like photo editor. Had I the motivation to do so. Sadly, I thus far have not had such level of motivation. They just be, you know, they're friends, you know. Have him here. It's like it's his little pet. It's Norris the Gray and his bestie, EV23. They just hang out together. I'll put her up on the frame like that. Look at them. BFFs. Norris the Gray and Evie. BFFs. Yeah, that's some good times right there. I can't believe that I was blasting the Pokemon theme full blast and I didn't even realize it. I couldn't even hear it. And I did that for like a couple of minutes too. I had no idea I was doing that to you guys. I'm sorry about that. Then there's the alien's pigeon rifle. No, I'm not gonna do that.
There they go!
Because I was trying to describe what the pulse rifles and aliens sounded like. I was trying to do the sound, and I was going like, they make the sound like, and Amanda's like, sounds like a pigeon. Did they sound like a pigeon? So it's like, yeah, it's made the video. Actual pigeon sounds. There's little stupid things I do to amuse myself. Oh, hold on, what's going on there? Oh my god, it's almost midnight. Holy shit. Dude, you guys. Why didn't someone warn me how late it was getting? Told me it was time for me to end my stream. Oh, that's nice. I like that ring, Evie. I'm looking at your ring right now. That's very nice. That. And where was your dinner? I didn't like your dinner earlier either, did I? There you go. You got a like for that. A like for your pork tenderloin, and a like for your wedding ring. You're welcome. Of course. You were waiting for Norris. Yeah, I got a notification that I got something in Discord. And I'm looking at that now too. Something popped up in the VIP lounge. Oops. Wrong button. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Ooh. Let me see. Save image. As. No. All right, hold on now. There he is. So for everyone who was so irritated by that frame being there, there you go. There's Norris. Sans frame. We'll get him up against the corner so he looks a little more natural. And then we'll have here is still his little friend Evie, just right here hanging out. There you go. There, now it'll look just like everyone will think it's just me. Oh, okay. And just saw you making the comment about you figured out how to make it go. All right. Yeah, I think losing the frame is That's a good look. I mean, I think there's a time and a place for the frame too. There. Just for people who are Norse phobic, we can have them. I'm just being stupid now. Wait, is that head is not anatomically correct? There, it's too big. There we go. No, but now part of his actual head is showing. There we go. People always wonder why they call him Norris the Gray. And it's because he's actually a gray cat. All right, you guys. Wait, can I find a damn lullaby? Oh yeah, it's like Inigo. Yes. Hello, little Evie. Hello. Where's the damn lullabies? See, this is depressed. This is sad that I don't know where my lullabies are. Okay. All right. Well, we're not gonna get a lullaby this time. This time we're just gonna end. We're just gonna end the stream. No, I think I had located the lullaby folder. Now the thing is it's easier for me to locate where a thing is if I already have that thing in a scene, because I can go in the properties in OBS to locate the source location. So in the case of when I did the updated version of the lullaby, I went into my scene where I had the lullaby. I right-clicked the lullaby asset in OBS, clicked properties, and that told me exactly where to find it. That's the problem where when I'm starting from scratch and I have a stripped-down version with none of my assets in it, and then I try to remember where that asset was, I don't have any hands to do that. I guess I could do a search lullaby. Now it's working on a Windows search that's going to take 30 minutes to complete. But it's giving me a progress bar. It's moving along at a decent clip. If that progress bar actually represents the search progress, I might be able to find this thing. But one thing that apps and things do is they'll give you a fake progress bar that just gives you the expectation of how long something should take. And then if it's in fact going to take 10 minutes, the progress bar will fill up the first 30 seconds. It'll fill up 99% of the way, and then it'll hang at 99% done for the next 10 minutes. Do that to me? Seems like that's exactly what it's doing to me. Oh no, there was still more progress bar. It's still hanging at 95% though. Yeah, I don't think we're getting a lullaby tonight. Unless I keep looking. Can just... It seems like I would have that in a... Let me see. Oh, wait, yeah, here it is. Alright, screw you. Stop looking. I found it. I found it! Although... I don't know where my creepy Norris lullaby is. Can I get a hint? Raft? Why the hell would I have that particular thing in the raft folder? Alright, hold on. It's like I just put it where whatever happened to be streaming that night. I just stick it in there. And then it's like, unless I happen to remember that I made that version of the lullaby. Oh no. That's not it at all either. Okay, never mind. So, I don't know where the final version of lullaby is, but got this. Let me change the audio. All right. I don't know where the one with Norris is at the moment. I'm sorry. But you will get a lullaby. So let's see. Yeah. No, it's either a live lullaby or nothing. Come on. Go to sleep, Chauncey, and good night. Your eyes are getting so heavy. Go to sleep now, EV23, Maxi, Nixie, maybe Joss if he's still there. I'll be waiting for you in your dreams, Brad Pritchard. That was a close call.